Happy 420, everyone. This is Dr. ChaCha, also known as Dr. Charlotte Sharfin. And in honor of this day, I would like to share with you my cannabis experience and why I educate on medical cannabis and why I help patients navigate the waters of medical cannabis. And it goes back to medical school. I learned nothing about cannabis besides what happened recreational behind closed doors. I learned that I didn't like it. It made me paranoid, it made me introverted, and I didn't see the point in taking a risk and using an illegal substance, especially when I was about to get a medical degree. So I really never gave it much more thought than other people could do it. I really didn't care, but it was not for me. Fast forward about 20 years almost, yeah. As an ER doctor that went through residency, that treated patients, again, the medical establishment never taught me anything besides it's illegal and people shouldn't do it, and it'll make them hungry and have the munchies kind of thing. And then I found myself working closely with people at the end of their life, people with terminal illness, and I went to a conference. And at that conference, I call her a plant lady. She stood up, put up a big plant called cannabis, and asked us how we felt about this plant. And my initial response was paranoid. And then she asked us to put any stigma we might have aside and to just listen to what she had to say. And as this woman spoke, something inside of me just kind of clenched in my chest, and I felt like, wow, as a physician, I knew nothing about what she was talking about. I knew none of the science. I knew nothing about all of the benefits that people that were dying were having and that other people were having. And so I vowed at that conference that I was going to learn more. And I was introduced to this beautiful woman who had so much knowledge. She was a hospice oncology nurse turned medical cannabis nurse. And she put me what I call down the cannabis rabbit hole. And I started reading the research, reading the science, understanding the history, getting very angry at the reason prohibition started, not because plant was bad for us, but because people were money hungry, and it was built on racism. And I was furious. And I just remember her saying, it's okay, you know what, things are changing. And I don't know, I felt like there was something I was supposed to do. And at the exact same time when I was doing all of this research, a dear friend in her 70s who lived in Mississippi, a very devout Christian who lived with chronic pain for the last 12 years at least, on narcotics around the clock pretty much, went in to have a spinal stimulator placed. She was told this was going to help her severe pain. Well, she woke up paralyzed. She couldn't move her right leg at all. She couldn't urinate on her own. She couldn't do anything for herself, and her pain was much worse. Come to find out, that physician had driven the spinal stimulator into her spinal cord. And as she was going through this very traumatic, painful event, I made the comment that I felt like medical cannabis, from everything I had been reading, would help her neuropathic pain. And I was told, you're crazy. This devout Christian woman that lives in Mississippi is not about to break the law. Well, after she saw the videos and the research was introduced to her by her son, she agreed to actually move to Hawaii. And she moved in to my home. And I got to witness firsthand the benefits of medical cannabis. I saw a woman that was unable to walk, sleep, and enjoy life. Within 3 days, sleep through the night, just as she had started onto her medical cannabis journey. I saw that her opiates, we could taper them off, actually a little too quickly. So after 4 months, this woman went from being debilitated and non-ambulatory and not independent anymore, able to walk. She was walking with a walker. She walks without one now, even though she probably should use it. Able to sleep, able to garden, doing the things that she loved. I'm not saying she was perfect. I think she still lives with a significant amount of pain, but she's off her opiates. I saw a beautiful human regain her quality of life. And so I became convinced that medical cannabis could significantly help people just from firsthand. And then I started seeing patients because other people started reaching out to me, wanting my help, wanting certifications. And so I started learning more and just kind of delved into trying to keep myself as abreast of the research as I can. There's always things coming out. I hate it when people say there's not enough research. Well, there's not, but there's so much research. And if you look at Israel, you look at Spain, you can find tons of research, significant research. I'll be excited the day the federal government decides to finally open their minds and open their hearts and allow it to be legal federally. So not only will people definitely get tested products, but we'll also be able to do a lot more research that the American people deserve. So on 420, I just want you to know, I hope it's a beautiful day for you. I'm a full supporter of medical cannabis. I love to learn about it, I love to teach about it, and I love to help people with it. Again, I'm Dr. ChaCha. If you have any questions, concerns, anything you'd like to learn about medical cannabis, I will be doing more videos, and you can join my mailing list on www.drchacha.com. That's drchacha.com. Happy 420.